Dude, life just got way too serious.
Baby. Yeah. Black.
This is me, going through a divorce, starting over, a tarnished reputation from gossip and slander, money issues, dealing with people who I thought were my friends, wanting apologies from people who I felt did me wrong, just a bunch of self-loathing. That was me. On the outside, that's what I was dealing with, but on the inside, something soft and subtle was taking place. A shift. Hey guys, if you don't already know, I am Maya Lee and welcome to It's a Vibe, Mind, Body, and Spirit. Thank you for clicking on my video and I'm so excited that you're here. See, before I reached this point, I was what I thought was thriving, right? I was going to church, I was doing all this stuff. I had a family, I owned my own business. I was a beautician for 25 plus years. Life seemed to be good. I had a position in church. I became a minister. I wore many hats in church. I wore many hats outside of church. And I was just doing the stuff. I was well on my way because in my mind and in my heart, I just knew that it was meant for me to be a youth pastor. But one day, something just clicked. I realized that I had been pouring so much of my energy out to everything and everyone around me, but I wasn't investing in myself. And then once I started investing in myself, it became a problem. It became a problem to those around me who had become accustomed to the old version of me. Everything around me was falling apart. And I was like, you know what, God? I'm open to receive. I'm open to receive. But what did that look like? So the first thing that I did was I began to tune everything out. What I needed to do was change the station, shift the perspective. I needed to tune in to a frequency of peace and quiet. Not where I'm hearing all the noise on the outside, but to go inward in order to tune into what God was trying to tell me. I'm not gonna say it was easy. It wasn't easy. I had been diagnosed with ADD. My mind goes a million miles a minute in the quiet. I'm a doer, I'm a giver. I go and I do all the stuff, right? I do all the stuff, but now I have to stop. It's time to slow down, Maya. Sit down, be still. I had to move out of the energy of drive and action and shift into the energy of receptivity. There was a shift taking place, a shift that I didn't quite understand. All I had did over the past, I don't know how many years that I was in that mess, all I did was connect to people, things, places, outcomes, everything outside of myself instead of going in and connecting with God, connecting with the divinity within me that I knew about. I became a minister. I know this stuff, but I wasn't actually doing it, right? I thought I was doing it because I was serving in church and I was serving the people and serving the pastors and doing all the stuff, you know, because look at me, look what I'm doing. Yes, I am a minister in church now. Yes, I do the stuff. I do all the stuff. I go around and I make sure that everything is done. I make sure that everybody's good except me. I fell at the wayside. My connection with God fell at the wayside. So I became a yes person. Now, let me explain. Sadhguru, I took Sadhguru's inner engineering course, right? And it was such an enlightening and beautiful experience for me. It helped me to view my body, my spirit, my mind, my life in a totally different perspective. And there was a quote by Sadhguru, and it says, "Don't be dead serious about your life. It's just a play."
My mind is blown.
I took that quote to heart. I took that quote and I put it in my back pocket and I said, we're doing this all summer long. We're doing this. Because what had happened was I took my inner child, the little girl in me who loves to have fun. Anybody who knows me know I'm a total clown. I love to have fun. I love to crack jokes. I love life. And that little girl had been taken and made to go sit in the corner. Go sit over there. We have adulting to do. I began adulting to the nth degree. I went hard with adulting. And she was just thrown in the corner and there was no more fun. No more fun, Maya. Go in the corner. And when I read that quote, I said, you know what? I'm about to not care. I'm not gonna give a shit. Yeah, I said the S word. I'm not gonna give a shit. I'm gonna do what I wanna do, when I wanna do it, and how I wanna do it. And I don't care what anybody has to say because people are talking about me already. They talked about, my mama would always say, my mama always said that they talked about Jesus Christ. What you think they're gonna say about you? So I don't care. At this point in my life, I don't care what they say. They're already talking about me. They're already coming up with these lies and saying all this ratchet stuff about me. And then people acting brand new about me like they didn't know who I was before all of this. So here we are. Like, I'm gonna live my life and I'm gonna do what I wanna do. My mind completely renewed. My inner child came out and she began to flourish. And I started to see life in a totally different view. And y'all remember that movie? Yes, man. It was with Jim Carrey. If you have not seen that movie, please watch that movie. He says yes to everything, but it ended up catching up with him in the end because he didn't have boundaries. It's so good. You have to watch it. I was like, yes, I'm doing it all. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna do it alone. Oh my God, I had so much fun. Like, I think that was the most fun I've had in my entire life. The summer that I was going through a divorce. I think people thought that I was genuinely crazy. I think people thought that something had happened and, you know, Maya was having a mental breakdown, but nope. I was just being a big kid. So in that time, what I did, I got into the spiritual side of YouTube. I began to explore energy and frequency and Reiki, and it opened up a whole new world for me. I followed Sadhguru. I followed Aaron Doughty, Victor Odo. I went on a spiritual retreat with Victor Odo. It was awesome. I had so much fun. I met some incredible people. I followed Master Sri Arkashana, Michael Beckwith. Oh my God, Michael Beckwith is amazing. But yeah, I followed these people and it was awesome. I had a blast and I began to explore the shift. I jumped into it and I was like, yes, Lord, I am in the flow. I am in the flow. Tell me where you want me to go. And every day, God had somewhere for me to go. I kid you not. It was the coolest experience ever. Just being in the flow, being able to wake up and say, okay, God, what are we doing today? Okay, God, what are we doing this week? Boom, we're doing some stuff, some different stuff, meeting different people from different backgrounds. It was amazing. And I'm telling you all of this because let's be real. The shift is here. The shift is always here. You know, I hear people talk about, I'm gonna manifest this. I want this and I want that. The energy from the thought had already been there. It had been there the whole time. You were just in the season now, you became an energetic match to whatever you wanted to manifest, but it had been there the whole time. The shift is here. You are literally just one yes or one no away from a shift in your life. That's it. I'm telling you all of this because there are 4 takeaways that I want you to have from this video. 1, Romans 2 verse 2 says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. When my mind began to renew, my energy shifted too. I wasn't forcing anything anymore. I wasn't forcing change. I was literally in the flow. I was just letting God, like a feather in the wind, I was letting God take me and move me and connect me with whoever I needed to be connected with. Trust and believe, because people say, oh, you're not going to church, you are forsaking the fellowship. No, I fellowship more outside of church than I did in church. It's wild. And I meet so many different people from different backgrounds and different walks of life. Like, that's so important. That is just so important to be able to connect with the people that God has created and placed on this earth. I learned so much. I gently accepted the fact that I cannot control anything outside of myself. All I can do is control how I respond and react to it. I control myself. Number 2, John 15, verse 2. Every branch that bears fruit, he prunes. There are some things in your life that you're gonna have to let fall away. You're gonna have to let some things go. So that's another thing, like what in your life right now are you hanging on to that you feel you could let it go? Let's start small. Maybe I love food, I'm a foodie, right? And I know chips don't mean me no good. I know that potato chips don't mean me no good. I know that every time I eat chocolate, I break out. I'm just getting over this little sucker right here because I wanted to have Hershey's chocolate. Chocolate does not work well with me, but that's something I needed to let that go. I just had to let it go, What about the people in your life? What about that ex that keep coming around, huh? Think you gotta let them go? Sometimes, a lot of times, you'll have to remove people, places, and things that interrupt your spiritual flow. If there is something that is messing with your nervous system and you know it, you feel that on an energetic level, it gotta go. And I'm not gonna say it's easy. Some stuff's so easy to let go. Some stuff is just so easy to let go. But there are some things, oh gosh, it's a little tough. I know, trust me, I've been there. I know. Ooh, I don't know if I can let that go. I love it so much. Oh, it makes me feel so good. You know what? I'ma let it go. And then when you look again, it's right back. How'd that get there? How did that get back here? Okay. It's up to you to understand why you're holding on to it for dear life in the first place, right? Just let it go. It's okay. I promise you, God, if it's meant for you, God is going to replace that thing with something even better than you can possibly imagine. Completely, I'm telling you, just let it go. Number 3, Psalm 46 and 10. Be still and know. I want you to remember this. Regulation is receptivity. It's our responsibility to be able to regulate our nervous systems enough to where we can hear from God. And how does that look? That means being able to sit still and be quiet. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that God is here, and God is always here, and God is trying to communicate with you. God is trying to move you to a space and place of flow. A flow. Just flow. Just go with the flow. When you're nervous and you feel unsettled, it blocks the energy. It disrupts the energy. You have to get to a space and a place of being able to regulate your energy and your nervous system so much to the point where you can receive and hear from God. That means emotionally, that means physically, that means mentally. Just being able to just chill. Just being able to, even if you do it for 60 seconds, just do it for 60 seconds. When you have a thought, let the thought come through and flow. When something around you, you hear something, just let it come and just let it go. Just breathe. Wherever you feel that nervous energy, try to breathe in that area. Breathe and release it. I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference. I'm telling you. And number 4, Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. That's literally my tattoo. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he will make all your paths straight. Trust. Just trust. I know. As a person who has major trust issues, I'm telling you, people that know me know I'm always checking you out. I'm watching you. I got trust issues. But I trust God wholeheartedly, fully. But I got trust issues. I trust God. I trust that in the situation that I'm going through and that whatever's happening in my life, that God is making a way. God is doing something in my life. When I run across somebody who's being a little ignorant or annoying or aggravating, I know that there's something in this moment right now. This is a teachable moment for me. I don't go, if they're on 10, I'm not going on 10 with them. I'm not going up there. I'm going to bring it down. I want to be in a neutral state at all times. At 12 o'clock, I remember this guy that I used to follow. His name is Daniel Raphael. 12 o'clock, the neutral position. Try to remain at 12 o'clock at all times. That's the sweet spot. What is that neutral space that'll keep you regulated, and regardless of what's happening around you or how someone's trying to make you feel or they're projecting onto you? What does that neutral state look like to you? Life is happening for us, not to us. And when you begin to have that understanding, everything changes. Life is happening for us, not to us. So here we go. The shift is here. If any of this resonated for you, if anything in this video resonated for you, I want you to let me know, because the shift is here. What is it that you have to say yes to? What is it that you have to say no to? I want you to share with me. Comment down below. And I want you to take action towards those things. I want you to let those things fall away or jump head first into it and just go with the flow, man. Just go with the flow and trust that God is making it all happen for you. Spirit loves you. I love you. I thank you for clicking on my video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that little notification bell so that you know whenever I drop a video every single time. So yeah, and share some of your stories. I want to hear from y'all. I really do. I want to know what you're doing and how you're navigating through life, and share your relationship with God. Let's talk about it. I want to hear about it. I'm excited for this. I love y'all so much. And you guys have a blessed and marvelous and amazing, beautiful, whatever time of day you're watching this video. Bye.